Hey everyone, Blaze here. Welcome to a anime license roundup thing. This is normally obviously Discotheque only, kinda, but both Funimation and Sentai have stuff that I want to talk about as well. And I actually already filmed this. I filmed this last night, but it was premature because both Funimation and Discotheque announced stuff last night. And yeah, now that video I did yesterday was pretty much immediately redundant. So I've got a list here of everything I had in order of preference from the thing I was most excited for to the least, but I've just chucked on what was announced last night at the end. So we're just going to go through random order through this notepad of awesome stuff that's been announced recently. So we're going to start off with Funimation. They announced yesterday that they've licensed Record of Lodoss War, which is super cool because this is obviously a classic OVA series from, well, I've written down the information here, 1990 Madhouse series, 13 episodes, original OVA series. Yeah, it's coming to Blu-ray, which is really cool because it's been out on Blu-ray in Japan for a while. The Blu-ray looks stunning. It's a really nice Blu-ray transfer. I've seen it. Yeah, this series I've never seen. I've always wanted to. Just haven't got around to it. You know, there's a lot of anime out there. I don't know if you guys ever realised just how much anime there is, but there really is a lot. So yeah, I've just never got around to it. I never bought the DVDs. Glad I didn't, because now I'll be getting the Blu-ray. And yeah, this is going to be a box set of sorts. We don't know what the packaging is going to be like. I'm guessing it's just going to be a big Blu-ray case with a nice slipcover. I mean, the design, as you can see here for the artwork on it, is really nice. But I don't think it's going to be any sort of deluxe release, at least I'd be surprised if it was. But it's also going to come with, not just the OVA series, but it's going to come with the sequel, from what I understand anyway, a TV series, which is 27 episodes. I've written that down here as well. AIC series from 1998, 27 episodes, called Chronicles of the Heroic Knight. So yeah, that's going to be included as well. That's only on DVD. There is no Blu-ray for that in Japan. So that's, but it's really, I think it's really cool that that's also going to be included. That they didn't just put out Lodoss War on its own. So you're going to be able to get that in the box set as well. And apparently as well, from what I understand, stuff like the Legend of Crystania OVA and movie, as well as even what was it called? I've seen it. Louis the Rune Soldier, I think, is also part of this universe. But yeah, those aren't coming out. Those were previously put out by ADV back in the day. But yeah, Chronicles of the Heroic Knight and Record of Lodoss War coming to Blu-ray and DVD in a nice box set from Funimation, which is really cool. This is part of their Kadokawa partnership that they've been having recently. And another fruit from that Kadokawa tree, as it were, was picked by Funimation yesterday. A series that I know a lot of people wanted for a long time. I've wanted to see it for a long time as well because it sounds really good, and the studio is obviously one of the better anime studios. They're pretty well renowned, and that's I don't really know how to pronounce this one, but I've mentioned it in a couple of videos before, so I'll go with that pronunciation. Hyoka. This is a 2012 TV series done by Kyoto Animation. And yeah, for some reason this just never got picked up back in the day. I assume Kadokawa can be sort of awkward, from what I understand. Like most of the delayed Blu-rays you get from Sentai are because of Kadokawa and stuff. I think I might be wrong about it. I can't remember actually. But yeah, from what I understand, Kadokawa are a bit of a difficult company to deal with, and for some reason, yeah, this never came out before. But it is now, finally. After all this time, it's going to get dub as well, which is cool. By the way, Lodoss War and Chronicles of the Heroic Knight both have dubs as well, so no worries there. But yeah, Hyoka's going to get a brand new dub. The first half, it's going to be released in 2 parts. The first half comes out in June. I think that's the same month for Lodoss War as well. So yeah, pretty soon. 22 episode series from Kyoto Animation. Really looking forward to that. It's supposed to be like a mystery series with the normal romance stuff you kind of expect from most Kyoto Animation series. Well, kinda. Anyway, yeah, it has that, the signature character designs and stuff. And yeah, a series that I've heard a lot of good things about. So I'm glad that that series is finally coming out as well. I'd definitely like to see. So yeah, that's that from Funimation. And the 2 Funimation things, I guess we'll do the Sentai one next, and then we'll jump into the Discotheque stuff. That's not how I had it ordered, but we'll go that way, since there's only one Sentai thing. So yeah, the one Sentai thing that was announced a little while ago, I think it was like last month, might have been the month before, I actually don't remember. But yeah, Gatchaman Fighter, 1979 Tatsunoko production series. And yes, I'm reading it off the notepad 'cause I couldn't quite remember. 48 episodes. This is actually the last Gatchaman thing that to be released in English. This is with this coming out, this will be all of it. Obviously, it's DVD only, subtitled only, just like Gatchaman 2. But yeah, with this, all of Gatchaman is out there. So if you want to buy all of Gatchaman and watch it, you can now do that because you've got the original TV series on Blu-ray and the OVA from the 90s. Although there is 2 dubs for the OVA, so you might want to get the Gedeon Pioneer DVD of the OVA as well to get the other dub. But yeah, so you got the TV series, the 90s OVA, the 70s movie, and then the 2 sequel series, Gatchaman 2 and Gatchaman Fighter from Sentai Filmworks. And then you've also got obviously Gatchaman Crowds and Gatchaman Crowds Insight. I think there's the 2nd series as well, if you want those as well from Sentai. So yeah, all of Gatchaman is going to be out, available to buy, which is pretty cool. And it's something I will certainly be doing. I do like Gatchaman. So yeah, I plan to really dive into that eventually. It's just so much anime. So much anime. Holy crap. Like, there's just so much I don't think people ever, at least I know that some people know, obviously, but I know other people that tend to just watch modern stuff, I don't really think too much about it. If you actually go diving deep into the world of anime, you'll find so much stuff. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, Gatchaman Fighter coming out, sub only from Sentai. I can't remember which month, probably July, I think. I can't remember. Okay, let's jump into the Discotheque stuff. So we're going to start off with new licenses. And there's some really good ones here, guys, if you're into classic stuff. So, one they announced about a month ago, Go Shogun. The mecha series from, well, it's not really a mecha series, it's more a giant robot series, same way like Mazinger Z, stuff like that. Get a Robo. Yeah, it's more like that. But anyway, yeah, Go Shogun, 1981 TV series, 26 episodes, coming out from Discotheque, sub only on DVD. But yeah, this is really cool. I say sub only. There is actually a dub for Go Shogun. It's called Macron 1, and I don't really know much about it at all. I knew it existed. That's kind of where my knowledge ended. I think it's more in the same vein of something like Robotech and Voltron and things like that. I don't think it's a straight dub of the original series, and maybe not even one that changes the names of all the characters and maybe some of the location names and stuff. But other than that, it's like the same show. I think it like edited things as well. But anyway, just in case you were curious, Macron 1 isn't included. Discotheque have already come out and said they'd like to get Macron 1, but it's not an easy thing from what I understand from what they said. They're interested, but given that it's also not a complete dub, I don't honestly think there's really any hope of that happening. But anyway, so yeah, that's sort of unfortunate, but not the end of the world either, in my opinion. But I don't know how other people will feel, because from what I understand, like I said, it's not a straight dub, but I might be wrong about that. Anyway, yeah, so the Macron 1 dub is not included, but yeah, sub-only release from Aishi Productions from 1981. Yeah, really, really cool. Sort of surprising, really. I really didn't think this would be one of the ones they go for, but the name to remember here is Ashi Productions, ASHI Productions. These days they're called Production Read. Yeah, this is a name to follow because it's going to come up a couple of times, so that's quite exciting. Anyway, so we've got Go Shogun, the TV series. We've also got the sequel series, movie from 1985, Go Shogun, and I'm going to butcher this, The Time Étranger, which I think is, my French is really bad. I think that might be the French word for stranger, and because I've seen this translated as Go Shogun, The Time Stranger. I think that's the English title that was used in, well, the UK at least, I think. Maybe, I don't remember. I've seen that title before. Anyway, this one's coming to DVD and Blu-ray in a combo pack, I believe, which is really cool. Kitty Films movie. The movie's interesting. It kind of changes the whole direction. It goes from like somewhat cheesy Saturday morning cartoon like robot show to something a bit more serious. Like the characters are taken, it's more mature, more interesting. It kind of changes the focus of the series from one character to a different one. The main female is the focus, and yeah, it's been praised from what I read anyway as being something that's quite interesting. And it's been out before in English. This one, so there is a dub. There's actually two dubs. There's a streamlined dub and a manga dub, and which are both included, which is really awesome. But yeah, I think Central Park Media put this back out, put it out in the day on a DVD. Back in the day, whatever. So yeah, 1985 movie, Go Shogun the Time Étranger, I think. Probably not. But that's how I'm going to say it. Anyway, moving on. So we'll go to the other stuff that was announced last night, which are also Archie Productions. So probably the coolest one of the three, in my opinion, is, and I keep looking at this notepad in front of me, which is, yeah, that's why I'm staring down a lot, if you're wondering. But, Dan Cougar. I've never known how to say this, because the song, I've listened to the opening a bunch, because I listen to 80s mecha openings a lot, because I like them. But, the song doesn't, at least from my memory anyway, the song doesn't actually say the name of the show, and it's spelt like Dan Cougar or something. So I'll go with Dan Cougar. Dan Cougar. Dan Cougar. That sounds like a weird Japanese person might say that. Or someone who's really bad at Japanese like me. Anyway, so Dan Cougar, super... This is the bit that no one ever says, because everyone just refers to it as Dan Cougar. So you got a super bestial machine god. But anyway, it's coming to DVD, 38 episode series from Aishi Productions from 1985. It's coming to DVD pretty soon as well. It's coming out on July 25th. They've put a date on this. I think Go Shogun's also July 25th, maybe. They only marked it's 2017, but whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, 38 episode series. And like I say, another Aishi Productions series. It's worth getting out the gate though. DVD only. This does actually have a Blu-ray in Japan, so that's kind of a shame. It's a really nice Blu-ray as well. Like, it's proper film transfer and everything. It looks beautiful. I have it on my computer. It looks really nice, but I've not got around to watching it. But yeah, sort of a shame we're only getting the DVD. But it says we're getting the remastered version, so the DVD is going to look really, really nice. It's going to be a transfer from this Blu-ray, I assume, or a high definition transfer on DVD, or high definition source. You know what I mean? It's going to look very nice, so I guess that's okay. And it's coming in a complete box set for 38 episodes, which is doubly okay. That's really awesome. So yeah, just to put it out there, the feature length OVA, God Bless Dan Cougar or whatever, isn't coming out, or at least it's not that it isn't coming out, that hasn't been announced yet. There's also 5 episodes worth of OVAs. I think there's a single episode and a 4 episode OVA as well. There's also a 2007 series, so there's a lot of room for more of this show to come out should this release do reasonably well. I really hope that at the very least we get God Bless Dan Cougar, because I think that's a sequel. Not 100% certain, but I think that's a sequel to the original TV series, or at least it's the one you want out of all that stuff anyway. So yeah, I hope that comes out eventually as well. But that's really awesome that this is coming out. I don't really like the packaging, if I'm honest. It makes the show look way more modern than it actually is. It looks like it was a early 2000s, mid 90s at best, like in terms of age. It doesn't really look like a mid 80s mecha series, does it? So yeah, that's the only thing I don't really like is the packaging, but they might not have had many options, I don't know. Because I much prefer what they did with Giant Gorg, which I just picked up, which is awesome. Anyway, next up we've got Cybuster. This is a series that was actually previously put out in English before. So yeah, Aishi Productions again, 26 episode series from 1999. This is coming on DVD with a dub, because yeah, as I said, this has been put out before in English. Genian Entertainment put it out across 6 volumes, but now we'll be able to buy it in a complete box set. They've changed the name to match the Japanese name, so when it came out in English before, it was Americanized, or westernized, whatever, however you want to put it, to CY Buster, and Discotheque have now put it back to what it is in Japanese, which is PSY Buster, Side Buster. So yeah, this is coming out. I'm happy about this because it's not the most well reviewed show by any means, not even close. But yeah, it's got a full English dub. I mean, I don't think it will cost too much money. And it's I'm pretty sure it's not a digital series because 1999, like it could be digital, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's cool. It's got a dub as well. So yeah, the dub really will push me over with that one. It will make it slightly more easy to get through if it's not a particularly interesting show or not. But that's one I definitely want to pick up. That one's also coming out on July 25th. I think that's all the new stuff. The rest of it is just Blu-ray up. We got 2 Blu-ray upgrades from Discotheque. So next up we'll talk about Panda Go Panda. This is obviously the TMS Entertainment 2 movie set. Discotheque previously put it out on DVD. They're 2 short movies, like 30 minutes each, and yeah, this is coming out on Blu-ray now, which is really cool. It's been out on Blu-ray in Japan for like ages, like a good few years now, and it has like the English dub and English sub on it, but it's pretty expensive. The only reason I feel like now that we know that a Blu-ray is coming from Discotheque, the only reason you want to get the Japanese version is for the artwork, because it's nicer, but I don't really need the artwork that much, so yeah, I'm happy to get the Discotheque version. It's what I've been waiting for, so yeah, really happy about this, because yeah, again, I've seen the Blu-ray transfer for Panda Go Panda, little clips of it, and it looks really, really nice. So yeah, this is something I've always wanted to see, because obviously it's worked on by Miyazaki and Takahata, I think, or one of them, I don't remember, but it's got some Studio Ghibli connection, so I'm pretty sure it's something where they both worked on it, or one of them did. So yeah, anyway, I want to see it. It has it looks really charming, classics thing, classic movies or whatever, and yeah, the animation for it is great. So transfer, I mean, is amazing as well. So yeah, anyway, Panda Go Panda coming to Blu-ray. We'll be picking that one up from Discotheque, and the next Blu-ray upgrade they're doing is Sea Prince and the Fire Child, which I do already own on DVD. I don't know if I'm going to upgrade for the Blu-ray on this. There's a part of me that wants to, just because, you know, if I'm going to have it at all, it'd be best to have it on Blu-ray. But I didn't really like Sea Prince and the Fire Child that much. It's really long. For the story it tells, it's too long. It just was really boring for a lot of it, through the middle portion, like... It's a pretty basic story. I could compare it to something, but it spoils the whole plot, unfortunately. It's like this one story that There's a couple of anime where it's like, I could tell you everything you need to know about this show just by saying this other thing, comparing it to this other famous story. But if I did, it would spoil everything, because the famous story is known to everyone how it ends. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, Sea Prince and the Fire Child. It's just one of those films that is beautiful. That's the thing. See, it's a Sanrio animated film. It's gorgeous, and that's kind of why I would like to get the Blu-ray, as well as, like, if I'm going to own it at all, it'd be probably better to have on Blu-ray. But yeah, I didn't really like the film. I don't know how many times I'd ever rewatch it. But maybe once or twice more, maybe. So maybe. It's a big maybe. But anyway, so I might pick that up on Blu-ray. I'd like to, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I can sell the DVD for a good price, then it will go towards the Blu-ray, so yeah, that might be worth it. So, yeah, the next couple of things are just release dates, so I'm just going to quickly go through these. Fatal Fury, the motion picture on Blu-ray, now has a release date. That's coming out on June 27th. I'll be picking that up relatively soon, and probably getting the sequel. I don't actually know if it's a sequel, but whatever. The OVAs, which don't seem to be getting a Blu-ray release, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll be picking those up and finally getting those in the collection. I wanted to buy those on DVD when they first came out, like 4 years ago, or whatever the hell it was now. Just never got around to it for some reason. Anyway, we got a release date for Midnight Eye Goku, the OVA, the Karajiri OVA from 1989. Looking forward to this one a lot. It's coming out, and it includes the Streamline or manga dub, I can't remember which it is. And yeah, that's coming out on July 25th as well on DVD, so I'll be picking that one up. And finally, last but oh my god, most definitely not least, something I cannot wait to own, Endless Orbit SSX, the Arcadia of My Youth Endless Orbit SSX, the sequel series to Arcadia of My Youth, a Captain Harlock series from 1982 from Toei Animation, is coming out on July 25th, the complete 22 episodes with a slipcover in a nice small compact box set. Cannot wait to own that. Holy crap, super excited. We'll be pre-ordering that the second I get the chance. So, yeah, that's everything. Really awesome stuff in Discotheque. This Aichi Productions thing is really interesting to me because, as we know, or if you followed my other Discotheque videos, we had obviously Inoki Films they kept licensing stuff from. Well, yeah, to have Go Shogun, Dan Cougar, and Cybuster are all Aichi Productions titles. If you go on Wikipedia, you can look them up and see the shows they've done. There's a number of other shows I'd like from them. There's a couple of things in there that would be kind of cool but look really unlikely. Like there's a bunch of like magical girl series from the 80s that they did, including Minky Momo or whatever it's called, like one of the biggest ones. My computer's making a noise. But anyway, yeah, like I don't honestly see that's really set my mind aflutter. Yeah, there's a bunch of titles on there that I don't see coming over, but there's a couple in there I also think. There's a couple more mecha series for sure. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff on there. I might do it. Like that will come up when I do my shows I'd like to see licensed list videos along with the rescue ones as well. Like there's some stuff there I'd like to see come out. But yeah, you know, Record of Lodoss War, kind of the Blu-ray, is amazing. Like, super happy about that one. And there was one other major announcement to do with Captain Harlock, but I'm going to save that for another video. It's a little, I think I will. No promises, because I'm bad at making videos. But yeah, I'd like to do a little discussion video about that Harlock news, and those of you who into Ladyverse stuff like me will know exactly what that is. But anyway, so yeah, I've been Blaze. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.